Hey, what's up guys, this is Astranox and I'm back with another Epic 7 video. Abyss Floor 75, 1500 Sky Stones and 1.5 mil gold. Let's get in there. So it is Yufine, could be quite dangerous. Double slash, attacks with a huge sword, 50% chance decrease defense for 2 turns. If the enemy is not buffed, uses an additional skill. This is odd, like, cause if we're buffed, she's not gonna use an additional skill, but then she's got this, which like hits the enemy with a finishing blow, decreasing defense by for 2 turns and dispelling all buffs. Damage dealt is increased greatly if the enemy is buffed. So you know, you're gonna have to like maybe avoid having buffs before she uses Dragon Charge, depending on how much damage she's gonna deal. But yeah, she could deal the damage and then dispel, meaning that if you have a barrier on, it will be destroyed before she even do the dispel. But you will take more damage, so you're gonna have to test that thing out. Double slash, attacks with a huge sword, 50% chance to, wait, I saw that already. Dragon's Roar, 3 turn cooldown, attacks all. Dispel 1 buff, 75% chance to silence 1 turn. And this thing, yeah. Okay, so defense down here, silence here, bunch of just dispel on skill 2 and 3, and decrease defense again here. Claws the enemy, 50% chance, inflict bleed for 2 turns, 3 turn cooldown, attacks all, increase attack of the caster 3 turn. Immunity for 2 turns at the start, enhances ambush if the caster is buffed. So you need to dispel that if you want to for this to be less annoying. But yeah, they start with immunity. Dispel 1 buff and then poison for 2 turns. Attacks the enemy, sleep for 2 turn cooldown. Dispel and then poison for 2 turns, and attacks the enemy, decrease speed for 2 turn cooldown. Alright, I'm gonna put Kluri in front because Yufine is hurt, and let's just see what happens. I don't know who's gonna be part of the second wave, but it looks like it's those inflatables, the water ones, which is good because I got a team mostly of earth heroes. But like I said in my other videos, doing most of the Abyss floors can be done with either poison, using Daydream Joker 3-star artifact, or using your Guardian. A combination of all 3, or maybe just 1 or 2 of those. If you have Bellona, well, congrats. She's gonna make your life a whole lot easier in there, because she deals damage proportional to the target's max health, and it scales with crit damage, and it's great. So there's also Nimunas that does the same thing with her skill 2, but it's on a pretty high cooldown, but it's there. Nimunas can definitely be used in here. Like, she can dispel debuffs. She's got that skill 2 that scales with the target's max health, and that skill 2 also puts a decreased hit chance debuff for 2 or 3 turns. She's really good, and her skill 1 does decrease the target's combat readiness. Okay, I'm gonna just take out this ad, and when there's only 1 left, I'm gonna turn off auto and have all my skills ready for the actual the wave 2, where it actually matters. But it's good that these Ferris, these golden Ferris, are not part of the boss fight, because they take quite a bit of time to take down. Well, now it's not so bad because they don't have immunity anymore, but when you're fighting the boss, you're gonna have to go through each turn carefully, and these ads are keeping their immunity for quite a long time. With Kluri you can just dispel, but the boss will be quite annoying. I just feel like, from what I read, that having the spell like Akatis would be stronger than Angelica, and yeah, because I mean she's gonna deal more damage. The boss is gonna deal more damage, Yufine, if you have a buff, and she's gonna dispel one or dispel all, and then she's gonna just land defense down. She'll eventually land it, and I don't have any way to clear it with this team. So it will happen. Oh well. It will happen, and I don't have anything to avoid it. I'm gonna have to like control her combat readiness as best as possible, and have her like with speed down from Silk, and hopefully not have her like attack whoever gets defense down on themselves. Okay, so these are the ones that there's one that did speed down. These are the one that inflict dispel and poison on skill 1, and skill 2 does speed down debuff, I believe. So I'm gonna start with just like attacking number 4. Just buff myself. This dragon charge is a 4-turn cooldown, 25% effect resistance on her. That's it. She doesn't have any passive, because usually like in the Abyss, most of the boss you don't see their full skill set. You're missing sometimes a passive or 2, but here everything's there. So I'm gonna do it on the ad. I'm gonna do it on the ad with no speed down debuff. And yeah, I don't have immunity because messed that one up. I didn't because there's no buff on Kluri, so she double attacked. There's defense down on that top ad though. That's the one I should focus on. It's just gonna deal more damage. So they have 41.5k health. Alright. Because the poison is gonna start to become annoying. I'm just gonna see like how much she actually deals in terms of damage with her ultimate, her skill 3. We'll just see. Greatly increases the damage, it said. You don't have to have the team composition that I'm using. Bellona just makes things faster, but you can use Poison, Daydream Joker, and the Guardian all scale with target max health. And you can make your group very high on survival, have high health and defense. And if you have a defense buff incorporated into your group, in most floors it's gonna make things much easier. If you have Aureus on your knight, because you should have a knight, it makes things much easier if you do have Aureus, that is. If you don't, then you don't need. You can use multiple different combination of healers that are available in the game, so Weavers. And if you do have mysterious potion vial 4-star artifact that has a chance to remove a debuff, you should definitely use it, because that artifact is really good. Makes things so much easier in here. I'm just gonna grab the one that's number only defense down on it. Just get that provoke on the other one. Souls are almost full. Angelica will have her. We'll have her ultimate ready in a second. There it is. No, the boss not gonna use her. She's gonna use skill 2 maybe. Dragon's Roar. No, we're buff, so she's not gonna attack twice from double slash. I keep on working on this middle ad. Could pop the Guardian if I wanted, actually. You know, might as well just do it. Get attack buff. It gives you a 20% attack and 20% crit chance buff after you use it. Do I need healing here? I'll pass. So I mean, you just take out the ads, makes things much easier. You don't want them to just keep on applying poison if you don't have debuff immunity. Oh, there it is. That's the attack. No, wait. That's Dragon's Roar. Nothing insane, to be honest, the damage. Now, this thing is something else, though. It's on the next turn. So it seems like it will decrease defense. This is a single target attack. So I'm definitely just gonna ignore the fact that it can be very dangerous, but it decreases defense first and then dispels. So meaning that I can resist that defense down and then I will be dispelled. And I could resist the effect of the dispel. But I don't have this thing ready anyways. So I'm just gonna heal up and just take it. I'm just gonna take it. It's gonna go with the ultimate here. Yeah, I will not apply any buff. I could apply immunity if I wanted on Bellona, but it's too late now. I used my turn. But if I did, it would have dealt greater damage. I'll show my stats after the video so you can have an idea of how much survival you actually need. Okay, Silk is getting attacked. Doesn't even kill her. Like I said, Abyss doesn't deal too much damage. It's just they have a ton of health and you just have to be ready for their mechanic. That's pretty much all it is. I mean, my Silk has the lowest survival of my whole group, I believe. I mean, she's gonna get attacked again now because she's got defense down. Unless I go faster, which is the case. My Silk will be able to go before Yufine. And she's gonna clear that defense down. That's it. It's gone. No, I'll just trigger a dual attack maybe. No, not quite from who I wanted. Let's just heal up here. If I want, I could burn my skills, but let's just have the boss go again. It's not like she's gonna do much. Really, like, when you take out the ads, it's so much easier. Because some of the ads in the Abyss are insanely annoying. And sometimes, well, quite a few times, their skill set actually complement the boss. And together, it becomes very deadly. Like nothing, her damage doesn't do anything. So yeah, there you have it. You don't need high survival stats for this floor. Just take out the ads. You could have a very tanky team. You will never get bursted down if you have a good amount of health and defense. For the ultimate, Actually, I was not buffed, so I couldn't show you how much damage it dealt if I had a buff. But try to just be ready with no buff on your whole team, and as you will see, my stats, my survival stats are nothing insane. Bellona, just skill ups first. Silk, Kluri, and Angelica. I don't have skill ups really, I just have skill ups where it actually matters. Now, yeah, Bellona, look at her survival. It's 8,400 health and 800 defense. You can pause if I go too quick. I'll show Silk right after her. You know, that's very easy to obtain, very easy. If you are struggling with getting the gear on your, let's say, your damage dealers, they don't have like enough health and defense, just 6-star them if they're still 5-star, because I know you could do the Abyss with a bunch of 5-stars if you make them tanky enough, and you have, if you use debuffs carefully, if you just apply attack down debuff on most of the boss in the Abyss, you're cutting their attack in half if they scale off of attack only. You're cutting their attack in half, makes Abyss so much easier if they're not removing it. So a healer like Atkatis that has a 2-turn attack down debuff makes things so much easier, and she dispels all debuffs. She gets immortality with skill 2 and heal all with skill 3. Can soul burn for 10 souls only and greatly increase the healing. Just like try to get an attack down debuffer if, let's say, your team's squishy and it's gonna be too long to actually get the right stats to survive. But pay attention to the mechanics and just be ready for them. Just get your heroes topped off, have their health max, maybe have a barrier applied before a huge hit. But yeah, that's what I can some tips for you guys. I might have shown her here, I'm not quite sure. I think I didn't. Just talked about the stats. But Aureus does lower the requirement for how much survival stats you need on your team. So if you do have it, get it to plus 15 or at least plus 12. And I mean, you don't even need to skill it up, because straight off the bat it's 10% defense increase for your whole team and 10% redirected into the knight. So yeah, I would consider like building a knight just for it. It doesn't have to be Kluri, like you might not have Kluri. But yeah, there's a ton of other knights in the game. So yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Press the bell icon if you'd like to be notified whenever I release a new video. And check out my other gameplay videos and guides and all that for Epic 7. I'm out for now, and yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.